Hello, everyone. In this video, let's discuss some additional considerations we need to keep in mind when applying control systems in the public sector. First is challenges in implementation. Control systems often face resistance due to bureaucratic inertia or limited resources. For instance, a municipality trying to improve waste management might face opposition to changes in waste collection routes. Overcoming these challenges requires strong leadership and clear communication. Another consideration is technology in control systems. Now, technology can greatly enhance control systems. For example, the Philippine government uses digital platforms to track government contracts, ensuring transparency in procurement processes. Third is ethical considerations. It's important that control systems uphold ethical standards, especially in the public sector. Monitoring systems must ensure that public funds are used responsibly, and they should prevent any misuse or corruption. Cultural factors also play a role in control systems. In collectivist cultures like those in many parts of Asia, there is a strong respect for authority and hierarchy. Control systems should be designed to encourage accountability while maintaining respect for these cultural norms. Lastly, we have risk management integration. Now, control systems should also integrate risk management. For example, in infrastructure projects, identifying risks like cost overruns or delays early on can help managers take corrective actions before the problems actually escalate. Lastly, let's take a look at a current case that highlights the importance of control in the public sector. That is the Mandanas ruling. The Mandanas ruling is a landmark decision by the Supreme Court of the Philippines that redefined how local government units, or LGUs, receive their share of national tax revenue. The ruling, made in 2018 and set for implementation starting in 2022, significantly impacts the fiscal autonomy of LGUs by increasing their share of the national taxes. The impact of the ruling on the LGUs can be described in terms of increased fiscal autonomy and greater responsibility. With increased fiscal autonomy, the with the expanded IRA base, LGUs are expected to receive a significant boost in their budget allocations. Estimates suggest that LGU's share in national taxes could increase by around 27% to 55%. As for greater responsibility, what is meant here is with more resources, LGUs will have greater responsibility in providing services and delivering infrastructure projects. However, this also increases the need for better governance and control mechanisms to ensure that the additional funds are used effectively. The Mandanas ruling significantly increased the share of national tax revenue for local government units in the Philippines. This was aimed at giving LGUs more control over their resources and increasing local autonomy. However, with greater control over resources comes the responsibility of managing them effectively. There are, of course, challenges associated with this ruling. First, there is an issue with implementation readiness. Not all LGUs may have the administrative and managerial capacity to handle the additional funds and responsibilities. This creates a risk of inefficiencies or mismanagement if proper systems are not in place. Then there is accountability and transparency. There is a growing need for stronger internal controls, auditing, and transparency mechanisms to prevent corruption and misuse of funds at the local level. This case is relevant for public administration because it demonstrates how increased autonomy requires even stronger control mechanisms. Without proper control, the risk of mismanagement and inefficiency increases, which can ultimately harm public trust.